Round 5. Taking it on the chin. The ring is a frightening and lonely place. Even with the best people in your corner, you still have to be out there alone. Even with the crowd cheering for you, you the one whose arms are aching. There is no one to fight this battle for you. Sometimes in the middle of a crowded room, I wanted to yell out, "Does anyone here have breast cancer?" I've searched for eyes I could look into and find comfort, knowing I wasn't the only one in the fight. I don't even want to go to the bathroom alone. I certainly didn't want to go through cancer alone. It's in the center of the ring that you face the biggest questions, or they face you. Why me? Percentages. Too many birth control pills. There is no answer with any real authority. The doctor tried fumbling with facts about genetics and childbearing, but all his medical reasoning couldn't come close to answering the deeper question of my soul. Why did the big bully cancer choose to pick me? I never meant to blame God, but I did. Almost everyone does. Even people who don't have faith in God shake their fist at the sky in anger when tragedy strikes. It's just too unsatisfying to have no one to hold accountable for the unfairness of it all. We bring the question of the responsibility to the doorstep of the Almighty. Even if we're not sure He's even there. And if there is a God, isn't He supposed to be looking after me? Couldn't He have shielded me from this? In my confusion and pain, I was afraid to get mad at God, and too mad at Him not to. It was Tuesday and I was driving the carpool, but in my mind I was running around the ring with God. I was in the middle of all my questions, one step away from giving God an earful. Silently, the tears rolled down my cheeks, the weight of my burden squeezing them out. I dropped off the kids, relieved once again that the kids and that they don't notice when I cry. I sat in my car in the parking lot of a coffee place, feeling utterly alone. I felt like God was so far away. When something happens while someone you love is out of town, you think, if only you'd been here. So I had to tell God what happened. Not because He'd really been gone, but because I had. So I said the hardest words out loud. I've got cancer. There was quiet for a moment. Then it was like I heard him say softly, I know, and I am here. And I think I heard God cry. I was silent and still. I didn't want to figure out anymore or try to demand an explanation. I just put my head on God's chest and wept and wept. Somehow, in my car, his strong arms held me as I cried. I felt like Job. Here was a suffering soul who sought God's answer and instead got God. Not what he was expecting, and far better than what he had asked for. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. There's a reason that people all around the world know Psalm 23 by heart. They've had to.